If you go forward to the next page, it's on the page 38, one header, one row. Sometimes the report we export or we save it from our system, it may have more than one header on the top. Sometimes it could be report, maybe the report summary, whatnot, something at the top and something at the bottom. If let's say we do not take care of those things, it's not easy to handle. So let's go to the folder called remove header and footer. Remove header and footer. Let me open one of the files and let you observe how the files looks like. So this is the product sales report. When I open the file, let's see. At the top, it has something above. It's not part of the data. And at the same time, you will see the bottom has something called end of report. Certain report we export from Excel or from our system, it may have some summary that usually we need to remove manually. Only the data in between them is the one we are looking for. You can see the average sales we don't need. And the total we also don't need. The header we don't need. The footer we don't need. And before that, what is in terms of ROCK, which one we need to correct based on the red box? Okay, let's go through one by one now. Whenever we look at the data, just go to the ROC. Is it rectangle? Is the data grow vertically? No, because whenever it has more years, it will grow horizontally. So that means we need to unpivot. We have learned this in previous method. So we are going to apply the same thing here. Okay, let's see how we're able to get rid of some of them and how we're able to overcome certain limitations. So this is version 1. Let me open version 2 to let you see the changes between two different files. So the version 2, do you notice it has more years? It has more data. Also, therefore, we cannot fix by certain columns, certain row. Not a good idea. If I go to the previous one, you can see this only 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. The previous one, there's even more. So we want to make the things scalable, is able to accommodate. Doing one time, we are able to use it over and over again for different situations. Something they have in common, they have a header, it's only 3 rows, they have a footer, and somewhere in between. Okay, so let's do this together. So let me close the file, and we go to data, get data from file, from Excel workbook. So you're going to ask, where is the file? Okay, we go to the folder just now. Only one, remove header and footer. Now we choose version 1. Open it. Good. So now it shows the worksheet. Because we only need to target on specific worksheet, we can select one of them. After that, we want to do some transformation. Which button should I click? Transform data. Thank you. Click on transform data. And it brings us to Power Query Editor. Let's go forward. So the report is imported here. One thing you can check at the header level is automatically promoted. So we want to demote that one. That means I need to remove some steps from here. So which step can I remove? Yeah, promote headers and also change type. That means anything after the navigation. So I need to delete multiple. I can just go one by one, click. There's only two steps. Just delete the last one and delete the promoted headers. So now we want to remove the top 3 rows. Normally in Excel, we can select a row, we can right click and delete, right? Here cannot. So everything goes by the positioning. So how many rows on the top, how many rows at the bottom, and certain indicator in between them. So now we go to home, and you will see remove rows. There's something called remove top rows. Click remove top rows. It will ask us how many rows we want to remove from the top. 3. Yes, that's right. We just key number 3 and press enter. So you can see the 3 rows are gone. How about the bottom? How many rows we need to remove at the bottom? 1, 2, 3, or 4? It's a bit tricky, Yeah. If let's say I remove only 3 rows, I have the total inside. That means if I want to do a calculation, I have double count the whole thing. Yeah, so therefore I can remove the 4 rows at the bottom. So go back to home. Just now we are using the remove rows, right? Another one, you can just click on this mini transform button and you will see something similar as well. Remove bottom rows. Yeah, so they are similar. So I want to remove 4 rows at the bottom and press enter. Yes, 4 rows are gone. But this one I want to remove, then how? Can I just delete column 4? Right click, remove, can I? It's a bit tricky. If I do so, Power Query recognize the action by the header name. That means the next time I import the data, the column 4 is gone for good. No reason. So it's a bit tricky. So what we want to use the first row as the header. After that, we unpivot. We remove those with the wording average. So let's do this. So I want to use first row as headers. And whenever you perform use first row as headers, normally Power Query will automatically add the change type. So we know the header name might change. That means the years might change. It will not always the same. So we remove the last one. Remove the last one. Change type we don't want. So I'm keeping the column of product vertical. Meanwhile, the rest it will be combined into 2 columns. So that means unpivot. Select the product, right click, and pivot other columns. And then you can see everything turns into vertical form. The average is the one we don't need. So how can I remove the average sales? Yes, we can filter. Hey, we don't want average sales. And press enter. Okay. Maybe boss say those NA is not required. How can I remove NA? Yeah, filter again. NA. But this one has 2 possible solutions. One, I can remove by specific text. Another situation, maybe my data, because some people, they may enter the things manually. Example, TBD, TBA, TBC, TB, no. A lot of things. So all these things, they are not relevant. If I want to remove one by one, I have a lot of options to pick. So another way, universally, I just, whoever is this text, just remove them. If that's the case, right? What we need to do is to make sure the text is an error. How can I turn all the text to be an error? Yes, thank you. We change type. This one will be appropriate using whole number. Just change to whole number. You can see whatever text they use, it will become error. Then how can I remove the errors? Right click, remove errors. Good. And the product attribute, I change the attribute to year. And the value will be sales. Got it? So now I'm happy with the result. How can I bring this back to Excel? Home, close, and load. and you load the result back to Excel product sales report. Good. So now I want to invite you to redo this one because there's many steps. It will relate something we have learned in the early morning. It has somehow repeated here. So I want to invite you to re-import this one again. You can open a brand new Excel file and re-import this one. Those of you have done redo the whole thing, I want to invite you to change the version 1 to version 2. If everything done correctly, your version 2 data will show immediately on the screen without any much of the adjustment. Test it, changing version 1 to version 2. Managed to get the Power Query done for version 2? Yes. Does it work almost immediately? Yeah, because if you follow the step, you somehow make the thing reusable over and over again. Nice. Well done. So this is how we are able to use it inside Power Query.